Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Here's a give to Jones running left. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers caught left side by Cobb. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Jones. And he'll he's stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Good footwork at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage. The 48-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
Throwing his lance on third down. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and the Packers pick it up. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know, I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, now Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Okay, ready?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 57 yards. And the Niners have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers got a man. That's Lazard. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up
down, Bobby.
And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready.
A final shot before half for Lance. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On the ball. On the ball.
They'll go option to the short side. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball, let me carry.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Off of play action, here's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Gold to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense begins another drive here. Pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 65 yards on the ground for him so far. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Lance now to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pick-up 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. The Lance going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they'll go for it. Lance completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Shotgun now for Lance. And this is caught. Jennings. Touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings. 39-yard. Now goal for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 77 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds Kittle going across the field. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Lance looking to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him a football game. So 3 points, the deciding margin. And the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days, anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it. But that was a tough kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it, I'm not sure we give enough gravity to the idea of, you know, that's a really long kick in a difficult situation, folks. Tough attempt, and he missed.